Hey everyone, this is Tokyo Kami. Recently, I have finished, reading all of AJAT and, all the, corresponding articles or whatever in AJAT, and I have finished watching all of Matt versus Japan's videos, taking what I want to implement in my own approach to MIA, or my own MIA approach. Yeah, so this is going to be a quick video. A little background about me. I have 3.5 years of classes in Japanese. I have 6 months of loosely based AJAT from when I was younger. I was 15 when I discovered AJAT. I'm 22 now. In 6 months of loose AJAT, my Japanese ability at the time was a lot, had gotten a lot further than 3.5 years of classes in Japanese. And I'm not denying that. I was always, the more and more I heard about AJAT and the more I heard about MA, the more I was like not an advocate for classes. Like they're fucking shit. They're dog shit. And anyways, so I finally read through all of AJAT, and then I finally, I watched a couple of MIA interviews here and there just to get an idea of what people's journeys were. But it really hit me recently after doing that, before I read AJAT, that you really just have to do it. Your journey, like, while you might have the same sort of key, like, milestones in the journey of getting fluent in Japanese, your engagement with your SRS and your engagement with your your content for immersion is a lot different per person, and you to replicate that is ridiculous. It's not very pragmatic at all. Simply because you can't replicate the process of someone getting fluent in a language yourself. You can only replicate the theory that led them to do the proper theory that allowed them to enact that in practice and get to the level that they got in. This is a relatively short amount of time that we're getting good at the language here. Compared to the what our average lifespan is. So yeah, overview, I guess. Finishing my Kana refresher today. This is probably gonna take me like 2 or 3 days to get through. I didn't forget the Kana. I haven't used Japanese in 4 years, 4.5 years. So I'm essentially starting near zero, not quite at zero. Like, I still have an understanding of like some of the grammar structures in Japanese. I have an understanding of basic vocabulary. So that's going to be interesting when I go through the N5 book. What else? My goal is just to get to stage 5, I believe, which is like professional or native level. It's the step above fluency. I really want to get extremely proficient in the language, and I'm gonna do that. And this video is a sort of way to hold me accountable, give me something to report to in the long run. So I don't know if I'm going to do it like on a monthly basis. I think that would be too tedious, and I think that would be a horrendous waste of my time. So maybe 6 months, maybe a year. But yeah. I have history with Matt versus Japan. When I was 18, I was trying to pick his brain apart because I was honestly too lazy, and I was too lazy at the time to read AJAT from start to finish, which is really silly if you think about it, because it really wasn't it wasn't really that long. I guess I was just being a fucking bitch about it. But I remember I was trying to justify why you could make RTK fun, and the thing is you can make it painless, but at the end of the day, it's still RTK, right? I mean, and I was like, no, at the time, because this was when we all held the belief that you had to do RTK, like you had to do all, RTK 1 and 3 at the beginning. And this was before the whole retention rate thing happened. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking blaze through it. I'm gonna blaze through it. And he's like, no, you're not. I was like, I'm gonna do it in fucking 2.5 months, 3 months, which is insane. But yeah, I think if I remember, if I'm not mistaken, Yoga did RTK 1 and 3 in a month, right? He did 100 fucking characters a day. That's crazy. That's oh, oh my god, the reviews. The reviews. Holy moly. Yeah. I have all of my things set up to really just pull the trigger on MIA, and I'm pretty excited. There's a lot of theoretical things that I'm worried about. Not in terms of acquisition, but in terms of I understand how to utilize my SRS, and I've read the article about increasing your retention rate through interval modifying. I believe that's what it's called, interval modifying, or like the percentage at which you get the point. I haven't made a video like this in such a long time, and I don't know. It's weird. I should have been. I could have been doing AJAT for 7 years, an event. When it evolved into MIA, I could have been doing MIA for a long time, and I didn't. And I feel shitty about it to admit that, but it was really because I lacked the mental wherewithal to really sit down and just commit time to something. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait to just look back at these videos. I might make them in 6-month intervals. I may make them in a year. I don't know yet. But I just want to see how far I can get. No, okay, not necessarily how far I can get, but I just want to see how far I've come. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah. So without further ado, see you guys in the next one.